Well, welcome back to Tyler's Retro Reviews with your host Tyler Hodder. I did Royal Rumble 1999 last month. Last week I did St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and let's complete the trilogy of WrestleMania 15 with WrestleMania 15. Now we all know this was the first DVD released by WWE until Survivor Series 2023, which was their last one. Unfortunately, I mean, I think you could tell it was the first one. Yep, 1001. So this was the first DVD out by them. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a really mediocre WrestleMania. The last time I did this, I thought this was crap. It was mediocre, I thought. But I'm just saying this right now. This was more fun to watch than WrestleMania 33 because that one was a slog. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's get on to it. March 28th at the First Union Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I mean, you look at when we talk about from Royal Rumble to here, because a lot of craziness happened from The Rock losing this WWF Championship to Mankind, on January 4th. I did that also on this channel. This here, not my main one, because tomorrow I'll do my live review of SmackDown. Like I said before, we're on the way to WrestleMania 40, so I decided let's live review Raw and SmackDown towards WrestleMania. So there's that. Also, we're back to this, and then we're also going, when this was their first WrestleMania was in Philadelphia 25 years ago. Now they're going in Philadelphia this year. Coincidence? I think not. But anyways, let's talk about this show. This is the first time I review a WrestleMania on this WrestleMania reviews on this channel also, by the way, since I started this back in May. Yeah, May. Yeah. Because, my main channel has to devolve the classic reviews for this channel. Working two channels is better than doing an entire year in review, okay? Because I was getting burned out. But regardless, let's get on to it. Like I said before, Rock lost the title to Mankind on January 4th. Then he won it back at the Rumble in that I Quit match, that infamous I Quit match. And then Mankind won it back at Halftime Heat, and then Rock won it back the night after St. Valentine's Day Massacre. But anyways, we get a first match, a triple threat match for the WWF Hardcore Championship. Hardcore Holly defeats Billy Gunn and Al Snow. Because let me get this, they swapped the Outlaws for this. So instead of Road Dogg in the hardcore title scene, he's now the Intercontinental Championship heading into this show. And Billy Gunn was pursuing the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, he was the hardcore championship going into this. Doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? Holly won the title, whatever. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was not a fun hardcore match. They get a fucking hockey stick and there was a Flyers chant going on because, Philadelphia. I give it a 4 out of 10. And yeah. And then next up, we get for the WWF Tag Team Championships, Owen Hart and a wild slapnuts appearance, Jeff Jarrett, defeats the oddball team of D'Lo Brown and Test because they won a battle royal on Sunday Night Heat. And that's why this match happens. This is a bad match. I'm just being honest here. I give this a 2.5 out of 10. And then, oh god. Why? Why do we have to talk about this? Butterbean just basically just defeats Bart Gunn in this Brawl for All match. Moving on. I'm not going into this full detail. If you want to see my wrestling dumpster fires video on this, I did this last month. Yeah. I'm saying this again. Us wrestling fans do not want to see boxing in a wrestling match show. Because fuck you, Vince, Russo, and McMahon. Because all this was to get at JBL. Well, guess what? That guy 5 years later will become a WWE champion. Moving on. And then we get a singles match. A match, the winner would be the special guest referee in the main event. You get that right. Mankind defeats Big Show by disqualification, so Mankind gets to be the referee in the main event. Okay match. The finish, by the way, Big Show's first month in the company was kinda, maybe like St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but he inadvertently helped Stone Cold win the cage match. And then his first actual match was against Austin. He lost. So we get this match with him and Mankind. It's kind of funny because the year later, Big Show and Mick Foley would main event WrestleMania the year later. With Triple H and The Rock also. Yeah. And then afterwards, Big Show chokeslammed Mankind through some chairs, and referee Earl Hebner calls for disqualification. And then Vince comes out and says, "What the hell, Paul?" And then Big Show knocked out Vince for that. Good God. And that's one of the main turns of Paul White. Face to heel, face to heel. I mean, he's always been turning a lot. Like that's his secret weapon, honestly. He keeps turning a lot. Whatever, 4 out of 10. I'm just being honest here. Anyways, then we get a 4 corners elimination match for the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said before in the opener, I said it again, they switched the Outlaws, where now Road Dogg is the Intercontinental Championship. He defeats Goldust, Ken Shamrock, and Val Venus. Yeah, I think Road Dogg dropped the title like, 2 weeks after WrestleMania? Or a week after WrestleMania, whatever, the two, to Goldust. And then he dropped the title to The Godfather. Yeah. It was okay. 5, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Anyways, then Kane defeats Triple H by disqualification. This started at the Royal Rumble, basically, where Chyna turns on Triple H and DX. Then the tag match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And then the whole fireball accident where Kane accidentally, quotation marks, hit the fireball on Chyna's face, even though he was going for Triple H. And then Triple H disguised himself as Goldust with a fucking flamethrower. And then, also, before the match begins, the San Diego Chicken comes out. He also got knocked out after the shitty Brawl for All match. Kane attacks this San Diego Chicken. He takes the, what do you call those mascots? Mask. I think it's just the mask. Off. It was Pete Rose, and gets tombstoned! As a result of that, because the last WrestleMania, Kane tombstones Pete Rose at WrestleMania 14. He did here at WrestleMania 15, and then the year later, he gets chokeslammed by Kane and gets steak-faced by Rikishi. Forget Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's never-ending saga. This was the funniest WrestleMania thing ever, when Kane beats up Pete Rose. And then this match, it was a good little match. like I said before, Kane wasn't really part of the corporation, but he was forced. What I'm trying to say is, he was forced to be a part of it because they were threatening to put him in the insane asylum, basically. Um, and then at the end, China hits Kane with the chair for disqualification, and we thought China rejoined D Generation X. No, yet. 6 out of 10. It was a good little match, but I think their Judgment Day 2001 match was their best one. I think the worst one was No Mercy 02 with the whole K thing. Blah. Moving on. Um, and then we get the women's championship match between with Sable defeating Tori. This was a shit match. Um, moving on. Nicole Baston or the fuck this match. Okay, 0. And then we get for the European Championship, Shane McMahon defeats X-Pac to retain the European Championship. Shane won the title the night after St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And we get this match. Also, we saw the Mean Street Posse also. At the end of the match, he thought China rejoined DX. Wrong. Triple H turned on DX to rejoin with China and join the corporation as heels again. Which I know a lot of people thought it was stupid, but you gotta notice this. 1999 was a big year for Triple H. He won the WWF Championship after SummerSlam, which I did SummerSlam 99 like a few months back. But yeah. A good match for that. So Kane is a full-fledged babyface now, and Triple H and China are now heels again. I give it a 7 out of 10. Probably the second best match of the night. And next up is the Hell in a Cell match. The Undertaker defeats the Big Boss Man. I'm saying this right now. This is still the worst Hell in a Cell match. If you say Seth Rollins and The Fiend, that's your opinion, but to me, this is still the worst Hell in a Cell match. But you look at the video package, it was just Undertaker and Vince McMahon, honestly. Because Bossman was like, what, 1% in that video package? Yeah. So yeah, that was a good idea to make the Bossman look. They barely used to sell. Undertaker wins, and then afterwards, the Brood comes out from the ceiling, and then they brought in a fucking noose, hang the boss. This was so uncomfortable. Like, all I gotta say is 0. It was still the worst Hell in a Cell match. I still say it. I don't care. And then, before the main event, Vince says he's serving as special guest referee, but then out comes Shawn Michaels, says, "You're not going to be the special referee," and then he also brought out referee Mike Chioda also for this main event match. No disqualification match for the WWF Championship. Also, the corporation was barred from ringside, and also Mankind was the special guest referee. We didn't see him near the end of the match, but Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats The Rock to win back the WWF Championship. It's Austin, Rock, great chemistry. It's their first of 3 WrestleMania matches. Great match. They went all around the arena, including that WrestleMania set, which was just the logo. And then you get one ref bump with Mike Hill getting bumped with the head with a chair when Rock pulls him in to get chair shot. Then Tim White comes out. He gets Rock bombed by The Rock, and then Austin hits the first stunner on The Rock, and Rock sorted like a champ. And then Earl Hebner comes in, 1, 2, Rock kicked out, and then Vince comes out, Rock hits him in the family jewels, and then Vince slaps referee Mike Chioda, and Earl Hebner, not Mike Chioda, Earl Hebner, and then out comes Mankind, hits Vince in the head, and then Austin out of the way of the people's elbow, and then Austin stuns The Rock the second time, and Austin wins back his WWF Championship. I mean, not their best one. I give it an 8 out of 10. It was too much Vincery, I guess. And then afterwards, Austin stuns Vince at the end and sends the fans home happy. I give the show overall a 4 out of 10. That's all I have to say. A 4 out of 10. Next week, we're going to stay with WrestleMania. Now, 2 weeks, we're going to do WrestleMania 20, but I want to squeeze in one WrestleMania before this channel will get a break. WrestleMania 19 will be the next one we're going to talk about. So, yeah. To squeeze in from 15 to 20. This is going to be next week's review. Anyways, tomorrow I'll do my SmackDown review live towards WrestleMania 40. And move on from there. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell, as well as my main channel. Also, and subscribe and click the notification bell on that one also. Bye-bye!